Humans have been fascinated with speed, and since they can't get a kick out of how fast things move in the real world, they push the idea of speed almost to the point of absurdity in comic books. Out of all the superheroes, there are two in particular that come to mind when we define speed: DC's Flash and Marvel's Quicksilver. But exactly which one of them is faster if put together in a multi-universal race? Well, in this video, we will be analyzing their powers, armor, and skills to determine which speedster can hold the moniker of being the fastest man alive. From Superman to Wonder Woman, there is no shortage of superheroes that can achieve superhuman feats, but there is only one superhero that is synonymous with speed: DC's Scarlet Speedster, the Flash. But before he was the Flash, he was Barry Allen, a forensic analyst for the Central City Police Department. Like many superheroes, Barry was lacking in the whole living parents department. One day after returning home, he found that his mother had been murdered and that his father was wrongly convicted of the crime. Knowing full well his dad was innocent, he went out to prove this by becoming a member of the police force, the forensic team to be precise. But unfortunately, his dad had died before Barry could set him free. Racked with grief, this only fueled Barry's resolve to find his mother's true killer. And on one fateful night when he was working in his lab, he was struck by lightning and fell into a rack of chemicals. Normally, no one would survive such an ordeal, but since this is a comic book origin, Barry was imbued with the power to move his body at tremendous speeds and became the Flash. Being the Flash doesn't only mean that Barry is fast enough to run over water, but this speed comes with a slew of other benefits. He has accelerated healing, and to match his physical speed, his mental agility has likewise gained a boost, allowing him to make rapid-fire decisions while in motion. He can absorb kinetic energy and can even phase through objects. To pull off any of these feats, Barry draws energy from the Speed Force. This is an extra-dimensional energy source, and when connected to the user via electromagnetic waves, it warps their perception of time. Think of it like the Force in Star Wars, but instead of Jedis, it's comic book speedsters that draw energy from it. This being another dimension, Barry can enter it at a whim, and the amount of speed he can draw from it is potentially limitless. This allowed him to pull off incredible feats like clearing out the entire population of Tokyo in 30 seconds, beating Superman in a race, and reacting within a femtosecond. Actually, the Flash can run so fast that he breaks the time barrier. This basically means that when push comes to shove, he can go faster than the speed of light, and going that fast pushes him back into time. You think time travel would be a fun power to have, but Flash's time-hopping adventures have done more harm than good. When he went back in time to save his mother, he inadvertently ended up destroying the universe. But for dimensional control, time travel, and light speed traversal, he has done a lot for a guy who can run really fast. In the other corner, we have Marvel's fast-talking speedster, Quicksilver. Quicksilver didn't exactly have the best upbringing, and his origin story is extremely convoluted, but it goes something like this. Quicksilver was born Pietro, and along with his twin sister Wanda, they were the children of gypsy parents Django and Maria Maximoff. But as children, they were kidnapped by a vein called the High Evolutionary. He experimented on the two children and then returned them to their parents, except now they had superpowers. But they were later tricked into thinking that they were the mutant children of Magneto, abandoned by their mother and given to the care of the gypsy couple. With such a turbulent background, it's no wonder that Pietro has jumped from alliance to alliance. He was first recruited by Magneto. He willfully joined the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. When Magneto fell, Pietro quickly teamed up with the Avengers. All of the shuffling back and forth did have its advantages, as Pietro received training from the best of both the Earth's mightiest heroes and the mutants, from the likes of Captain America to Mastermind. But Quicksilver is all about speed, and at the end of the day has all the benefits that a speedster can avail of. The increased speed brings with it an increased metabolism and accelerated healing factor. This, coupled with his increased mental acuity, makes him a formidable hero. This allowed him to disarm a bomb in less than a second. He can process information so fast that he memorized Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata by ear and could play it perfectly in just under a minute. He can run around opponents so fast that he can form a tornado that sucks away the oxygen and suffocates them. He can run at speeds of 700 miles per hour, and if the need arises, he can outrun a radio wave. Since radio waves are a kind of electromagnetic radiation and travel at the speed of light, it is safe to say that Quicksilver can break light speeds. The only downside to Quicksilver is his character flaw. He has a propensity to act rashly and run headfirst into danger, which costs him pretty heavily sometimes. But besides that, he is one mutant that you wouldn't want to cross even for a second. So who would win a race or a battle? Well, as fast as Quicksilver is, the Flash is just much, much faster. While Pietro can run at the speed of light, Barry can run 10 times that, which would put him at around 6 billion miles per hour. Also, as Barry can pull other people into the Speed Force dimension and fight them there, he will have the home ground advantage. In addition, the Flash's brain can process information in less than an attosecond, and if you're wondering, 12 attoseconds is the shortest period of time humanity has ever been able to measure. Despite Quicksilver's training in hand-to-hand combat, when you are fighting someone capable of processing information faster than you don't really stand much of a chance. Sorry Quicksilver, but this battle would be over in a flash. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, then be sure to hit that like button, and if you have some of your own theories, be sure to leave them in the comments below, and as always, don't forget to subscribe.